Treadwell. I'm a journalist. I'm here because your father says he's innocent, that he didn't do what they're saying.
They proved it in court.
Courts have been known to make mistakes.
I have to say he's guilty. But they'll put me away, just like him.
I am not gonna let that happen.
I don't think he did it.
I don't either. How'd you like to help me rescue your father?
But the book he published might as well have been written by the Graysons.
A fan, I assume?
Your biggest.
Are always my inspiration.
What a tool.
Exactly.
What is wrong at the end of the day? What is really wrong? No one dares to say. You're not wrong, and there's only one right.
My subject recordings. You noted the research that went into society. Well, there it all is. Hundreds of hours of one-on-one interviews with the key players.
But what is wrong when right is I decide? Right road away long ago. We were rescuing one from below. I might be mistaken, I know. But hey, we need to be somewhat foolish. Feeble minded, wrong and senseless. Right road out long ago. There's nothing more you need to know. There's nothing more you need to show. Let's disagree, 'cause Rome was made for you to be.
That girl.
My manuscript is my work. Like, no. Emily Thorne. Alan Wood. Amanda Clarke.
And the truth behind the illusion becomes revealed.
So I was right. You really are the brains in this Machiavellian scheme.
You were this close, Mason. But you missed the one thing that's been right under your nose the whole time. She's not Amanda Clarke.
You are.
I believed you when you said that you'd write the real story. You had the power to change my future. And my father's.
And words can't express my regrets.
No words, Mason, are exactly the weapon that you chose. Everything that I have become And everything that I've given up is because of what they did to my father. And what you failed to do for him.
I told you I'm not going to answer a single question until I speak to my lawyer.
No lawyer's gonna help you now, Mason.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Benedict Clarke. You must be proud of yourself, lulling me into complacency only to double-cross me. I assume you're here to gloat?
I'm here to make a deal. You will go to prison for crimes you didn't commit, including downing that plane just like my father did.
That's some deal. I think I'll pass.
If you do, the police will soon uncover a staggering amount of evidence against you. If you cooperate, I will set you free when I deem the time to be right.
Which could be eons.
Or just enough time for you to write my entire story. From the night my father was arrested to the day my vengeance is complete. This is the book that we both know you were destined to write.
Poetic justice or my true legacy. Or perhaps a touch of both.
And the world will finally meet the real Leo Mason Treadwell.
I guess you've got a deal, Miss Clarke.
To properly do penance, one must express contrition for one's sins.
It's been far too long.
What a surprise, albeit an honor, to receive a visit from the Queen herself. Now, to what do I owe this pleasure?
Emily Thorne. She's been sniffing around my family's history. And as I take a step back, I can't help but notice her ties to one thing in particular.
I can't imagine what.
Now, you're the premier expert on the subject. Did Emily's name ever come up in your research?
I will say this. I was very interested in Emily at one point.
What was the genesis of your suspicion?
If you think I'm going to spill my secrets for nothing, your hubris is as offensive as my former cellmate's grooming habits.
Oh, well. What would our visit be without a hint of the mercenary? What do you want?
A brunch of lobster Benedict and a Gibson at Bellamonica's. As a free man, by, say, end of the month. Oh, I'd love a table by the window. If you can swing it. Guard.
All right, let's go, Treadwell.
Bad time.
No contact, that was our agreement.
When exactly do you intend to keep up your end of the deal?
When I'm finished. You have no leverage.
Oh, but I do. I had a visitor. We gabbed about old times, laughed about a certain juvie girl.
What do you want?
Do you know how you intend to keep your promise to me? Show me your hand within 24 hours or I'll show my visitor mine. Tick-tock goes the Clarke.
Light as falls when we can't hear no more, and there's nothing to cover for. What is wrong in this always to gain? Right and wrong be one and the same. Right road away long ago, people rescuing one from below. I'm being mistaken, I know.
Nolan Ross?
And you said you didn't need sundries. God, your skin just looks so alive. All credit due to Emily's face cream, which contained a Japanese herb that makes the body mimic death for 12 hours.
What the hell? We're outside of the gates.
Well, that was your request, right? Cash and a new identity. My private jet will whisk you away to the Maldives, where Emily has provided you with the perfect writer's retreat. A bungalow off the grid.
Which makes me a part of one of Miss Thorne's infamous plans in a story that she's obviously still very committed to finishing.
We need to know that we have your allegiance.
I only bartered with Victoria because, frankly, I'd lost faith. But consider me reborn. I had to fly in disguise and in economy to get here. Sit with the common man, catch the common cold. Yes, I heard your house went up in flames. Tragic. Gee, I wonder how that feels.
Look, Mason.
The good news is that your biggest problem died in that fire, though I always thought Victoria would first burn in hell, not in the Hamptons. But now it's time to focus on me and clearing me of killing Gordon Murphy before I, too, become a white-haired man.
Things have changed. When I made that promise, I was planning on taking the blame for you and running away from here forever.
Still a great plan. Don't give up on yourself. Oh, just following orders, staying out of sight. Remember, innocence aside, in the eyes of the world, I'm still 6 feet under.
Well, I'm gonna need to resurrect you as soon as possible. You're my alibi the night Victoria died.
Ooh, tough break, as I have no intention of seeing you again. Ever. Consider it payback for all the hell you put me through. How does it feel to have the Louboutin on the other foot? Don't hold your breath, unless you have a Victoria Grayson level death wish, that is. And speaking of our dearly departed, Victoria had one final request before killing herself. She asked me to pass along a message to you. That's right. After your scintillating TV tell-all, I reached out to the one person who'd been screwed harder than me. See you never, Amanda.
The rest of which she gave to Mason to plant in my car. She altered her handwriting just enough to make her suicide note look like a good, but not great, forgery.
Oh, you missed your flight. Seeing that look on your face almost makes the past year worthwhile. The key word being almost.
What are you doing here, Mason? We had a deal.
Yes, we did. And I was waiting patiently, typing away on my magnum opus, The Secret Origin of Emily Thorne. So imagine my surprise when I caught your heartfelt performance announcing to all the world that very same story. My story.
I had no choice. Everything changed.
Yes, everything but you. Which I suppose is just now starting to become apparent, standing there, alone on the tarmac. Like the little pyromaniac that you are, you started a fire and convinced yourself that you could contain it. But I know your dirty little secret. You can't exist without revenge. The endless cycle of hate is your addiction. And like all tales of compulsion, this will end the same way. First, you will crash, and then you will burn.